When we talk about accountability, we're talking about our accountability with God. And I've used this discussion because with Cain and Abel, because it seems like the names are backwards. Cain was doing what God wanted us to do, and Abel seemed to be doing what God didn't want us to do, because there was no pain or suffering or death in Eden. We were supposed to be eating only a plant-based diet, and what we end up with is Cain doing that, but Abel being a keeper of animals. So what's the accountability or the lack of it? It seems like something's wrong because God rejects Cain but accepts Abel. It's not so much what we do, is who we are. And we don't know what keeper of flocks was. I mean, he could have been preventing them from danger. We don't know that. And the fat offering could have been butter fat rather than killing any of the animals. We don't know that, and we're not told that. But everything Cain seemed to do was what God wanted. And the accountability part of that isn't what they were doing. It was their personal attitude, the way they related to God. Cain was more following the law. He was doing what God said to earn his way into heaven. And Abel, even though he was doing something that appears to be outside of God's realm, was accountable to God. He trusted in God. He obviously had a repentant attitude, a repentant heart. And that's the key. Think about David. David had an incestuous relationship, or not incestuous, an adulterous relationship with Bathsheba. And she got pregnant. And in order to try to hide the pregnancy from her husband, he has Uriah, Bathsheba's husband, killed. Now, why did God forgive, to an extent, why did God forgive David? Because David had a repentant heart. He never made the same mistake twice, but he made an awful lot of mistakes. And God accepted him, even though the baby died. There's a point at which we have to understand that with Cain and Abel. And it's their accountability to God as individuals, not so much what they do. We should do both. But that's the story, I believe. Amen.